Okay, y'all got to fill me in. I was off on Friday. I flew out of town Friday, and something happened with you, Kevin. You were telling some story about your dad.
We were just saying off the air. We were just talking off the air in our regular conversation between breaks about, Kevin does a great impersonation of his father. Mm-hmm. And your dad taught you home improvement.
So he's always asking about not only what's going on with that leak. Did you ever fix that leak on your roof? Can you tell me, is it still dripping on your couch? What's going on with that? But really, there's another one I just thought of because I sent him the coolest property. Downtown, there's this property for sale. It has a music studio in it.
Ooh, fun.
Yes,
wow.
and it's a home at the same time.
Whoa.
So he's fascinated by this property because he's a musician, and he's now he's always like, Kevin, are you talking about the property with the music studio? No, Dad, we moved on from that one. This is 3 properties later. Well, whatever happened with that one? Are you gonna look at it?
You're gonna get that one. So, what's the topic your parents always bring up to you? 713-390-KRBE. One person says, "Oh, Kevin, that's so sweet. He loves you." It's probably a little awkward, but my dad's obsessed with cars. He would always check the oil in my car while I was in the shower, or he'd ask me, "How's your car doing? How many miles have you checked your air in the tires?"
If your parents
That's
are not
awesome.
part of your daily lives anymore, you're a grown, adult, and they don't see you every single day. They just want to check in on you.
What's your parents always bringing up to you? Emily's up first at 713-390-KRBE. Hi, Emily. Good morning. Welcome to the Rule and Ryan Show.
Good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Emily. So what's that topic that the parents always bring up?
So every time I go to my parents, my mom, she often sends food home with me still. But my dad, every time will bring up the fact that I take all their Tupperware and I never bring their Tupperware containers back.
Yes, it's frustrating when you make food for your
gonna
family
bring back
members.
that
They take the
Tupperware?
Tupperware and they don't bring it back.
Well, they don't take it. You gave it to them.
Yeah, but you expect
gotta
them to
give
bring
the
it back.
Crappy ones.
Yeah, you got to give those takeaways, the
Yep.
ones that are like disposable or for short amount of time. They give you the good stuff, Emily.
Oh, yeah, they do. And the thing is like, I've moved to all glass containers in my house. I have brought his cut back, and I have gifted him Tupperware. And when I bought all my glass ones, I brought all my plastic ones. And it doesn't matter how many times I remind him of that. But, I left yesterday with food, and he was like, "You're never going to bring that back. You still have all my Tupperware."
That's
funny.
cute. I bet your dad loves doing that. I feel like that's something my dad
you
would
need to do every
Like
time you go to his
little
place.
jokes.
Just bring your own. That way you come prepared.
Well, they bring her the food.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
No, what I'm saying is if she knows she's going over for dinner and
Right,
she's going
right.
to get leftovers, take your own with you.
Especially, Emily, if it's the plastic
That's
Tupperware
cute.
that
You
buy
has
that
that
stuff.
orange stain in it, vomited.
Oh, yeah.
That's just
That's not
gross.
coming out.
And, people saw that like, people, hot water and Dawn soap and shaker around supposed to come off. But if your Tupperware or any plasticware in your home, for anybody listening right now, has an orange stain, it's time to get a new set. Just go ahead and recycle that. Emily, thanks for calling the show. Have a great day. Take care.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Iman's up next at 713-390-KRBE. What is a topic your parents always bring up to you? Good morning, Iman.
Good morning.
Hello.
The topic my mom and dad always bring up to me, I'm a freshman in high school, and they're always asking me what college I'm going to. And they made me miss a football game to go to the school and go talk to colleges. And all
Are you their first one, Iman? Are you the oldest child?
No.
You're not.
I'm the only. And
You're
all
the
they
only
tell-
child.
Wait, have your phone
Exactly.
cut out? You're the only child.
I am the only
Okay,
child.
yeah. Well, of course. I mean, this is what they're thinking about now. You're in high school. They're thinking, oh my gosh, college, college,
You
college,
going to the
college,
right college is more important than going out and watching a game, though.
But the football games are so fun.
What's embarrassing, though, is that when I went to go talk to the colleges, all they told me were that I was a freshman. I couldn't do anything.
Yes,
that's
because
right.
you're too
You're just a
young.
freshman, right?
Yeah.
If you're like a sophomore or a junior, let's talk then.
Right.
But yeah, that's kind of funny. I wonder what the next phase of topic is going to be with your parents. Once you finally pick your college, then what are they going to be calling you about? Did you eat okay today?
Are you taking those AP classes? Yeah, that's the thing.
Supposed to be over grades all the time.
Your phone's getting
it's
out and it's
cutting out. I
killing me
can't
because I
hear.
want to hear what you're saying, but I didn't get your last statement, Iman.
My mom said that she's always nagging me about my grades.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's just a parent thing, honey.
Yeah.
That's going to be
You
happening
got to keep that
That's not gonna
GPA up.
change.
I know, girl. Well, have a good luck. Let us know where you end up going to college, Iman. What do you think about going to college, Iman? Let us know. Text us at 37530
Stop it. You're being
at
like your
any time. Thanks so much for calling, sweetie. Have a great day at school today. 713-390-KRBE. What is the topic your parents always bring up? My mother, every single time she calls me, God bless her, she wants to let me know what church service is happening for what feast day of what saint. And there's this event going on for the kids at church on this certain day. Make sure you register them. And also, did you know that if you go to, there's 2 Greek Orthodox churches. There are several other Orthodox churches that are not Greek, but she lets me know what event's happening at which one. If I want to take the kids, so we can all do this. There was breakfast with Santa. There's going to be a Christmas chorus thing over here.
How
There's this
cute.
feast day for this saint over there. If the kids want to take communion, Rula. Did you go to church yesterday? My whole family and I went to church and actually made it for a lot of the service. And I was thinking, man, my mom's not here.
Oh, she
I don't know about
couldn't even
mommy
see this
points.
going down.
I go, we had
Send a
church,
selfie to your
went to
mom.
communion, the kids did Sunday school, they did practice for the Christmas concert, then there was basketball for the tournament
Oh,
practice.
man.
We were there till 2 o'clock,
Mom
and I didn't get any
points.
mom points.
Dang.
Stacy's on line 2.
Stacy, 713-390-KRVE. Hi, Stacy. What's the topic your parents always bring up?
When my wife and I are going to have babies.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Something that's easy.
Now, how long have y'all been together?
We've been together maybe 5 years, married 2.
Mm-hmm.
And
But
so, well, I think every
it's
parent.
we can't exactly just do it the old-fashioned way.
Right.
Yeah.
We're like,
Yes,
true.
a whole
All
different
time.
level there. So,
It
what?
costs quite a bit of money for us to have it, and so it's always
Well,
oh,
maybe you
know
go to
what?
them. Maybe you go to them
Maybe
For what exactly, Ryan?
and say,
Yeah, for
"Hey,
that
if you
funding."
want this grandchild so bad, how about kicking me some scratch?"
Yeah, they're always like, oh, for Christmas, I could really use a grandbaby. I'm like, let me just go get one of those for you.
yeah, let's go get one of
Can I
those.
order online?
Where's the store that has
Yeah,
that?
I could really use $35,000, Mom.
Oh gosh. Well, let us know how that turns out and when they're going to give you the funding for that, Stacey.
Yes, right.
Good luck to you. Thank you so much for listening to our show. Have a great day. Take care,
Take care.
sweetie. This person texted in, my dad's always asking me about the woke conversations. Like, what's the woke stuff I need to know?
They just want to be educated, though. That's a good thing, though. He wants to know, hey, I got to
Yeah, but
grow
then
with the
if they
times.
want to know current words and things like that, and then they're trying to purposely put it in, this kind of sounds odd. It's like, Dad, you don't.
Well,
need
it
to
is
say
weird
those
if you
words.
hear
It's
your
fine.
Yeah.
60-year-old dad
You
saying
it's
sus.
fine. It's
Yeah.
not sus. It's sus. Like what? Can you imagine your grandma, 60, 70-year-old grandma saying sus? That is sus. And Samantha, that sounds sus to me.
No.
That's when they destroy
my
the
mom
word.
said that.
Lainey is on the line. I think this resonates with Ryan.
Okay.
Okay,
Hi,
cool.
Lainey. Welcome to the show. What's the conversation your parents are always bringing up? Topic.
Hi. So we just recently moved out into our own house, and we're still getting everything settled. But for the past couple months, ever since moving out since high school, they just constantly nag at me to just get my stuff out of their house.
Oh, that's a great one. Yes.
Just anything from high school or growing up, it's just get it out every
Get
day.
your stuff?
When
Oh,
I
Lainey,
get
how's it
your
going today? You going to come get your stuff? Oh, Lainey, did you go to dinner on Saturday?
Can I give you a
gonna get
little
your stuff?
perspective from the parents' point of view?
Right.
You do wonder when that stuff's going on. My daughter's 24, and her bedroom is filled with stuff, and I'm like, at some point,
BTS posters and such.
I kind of would like to get that room back. She's not moving back with me at any time. I mean, she's welcome, but
Right. Well,
I don't need all that.
I always tell them, Mom, you have 4 bedrooms. Why do you need mine?
Right?
Yeah.
Tell them that
Like,
stuff
give me
keeps her
some
company.
time.
Just tell her, Mom, doesn't it make you feel closer to me that all my stuff is still
My
there?
mom still has all of my stuff, and I moved
What if
out.
I want to come stay at home again? What if I want to come stay the night with my mom?
So
know?
you have to have it
Exactly.
look exactly like it was when you
Why
left.
not? Like I said,
awesome.
she's got 4 other bedrooms. That's good. I wrote that one down. That's a good one, Lainey. You have a great day. Happy Monday to you. Have a great week.
You too. Thank you, guys.
Now, time for Arula and Ryan's Roses update.
We're going to do this on the air.
104.1 KRBE.
Okay, parental discretion is advised. Chrissy came to us and said that James and her, they've been married for 3 years. They went out to a sports bar. They're drinking, and he says, and by the way, parental discretion
Is for sure
strongly
advised.
advised on this. But he suggests to her, he's like, I've got a coworker. She says that this whole swinging lifestyle is really great, and we should check it out. And she's like, no.
She goes, oh, right. Your coworker said that.
Yeah,
Right,
no.
right, sure.
And then she
sure.
finds that he's on one of these apps for this service. So she creates a profile to catfish him. And she's created Vic and Valerie. and wants Special K and Sam to be Vic and Valerie.
Yeah, because it comes time for Vic and Valerie to have a conversation with James. I mean, who's she going to use? So Vic and Valerie teamed up to play the part, and they played it well. That's Special K and Sam, who did really great. If you ever want to audition for a play, I'm sure you'll get the part.
Yeah.
We're going to pick it up from last Thursday, where we've got Chrissy listening in to the conversation that James is having with Vic and Valerie, and here's how that went.
Hello.
Hey, is this James?
Yeah, this is James.
Hey, James. It's Valerie, and I got Vic with me.
Hey, man.
Oh, hey.
Hey, what's going on? I mean, we kept messaging, and I was like, oh, we just have to call him. We got to call you. What's going on?
Yeah, well, not much. I'm at work.
I know it's strange to call, but I guess I just want to make sure you're legit. I'm very protective.
Well, yeah, we got to take the next step. I mean, we've messaged enough back and forth. You just got to put some voices and faces with stuff.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
I'm glad you understand. She's totally excited about this. And, like I was saying, I'll just kind of kick it and watch what's going on.
Okay, yeah, that's cool.
But, I mean, obviously you've done this before, so, like, you know how it goes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I do have someone that would be a partner, but I still got to bring them totally in the loop. But I want to do some vetting first. See the lay of the land. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Is it another guy we're bringing to the party? Another girl?
No, it's my wife.
Your wife. Oh, okay.
Well, like I said, I'm before I get her involved, I want to do a little recon.
Put some groundwork there. All right, cool. Well, so here's what's up. We will send you our address, and then you can
our house is the
decide which night you want to do this. I'll tell you what, we're probably free the next 2 weekends.
Okay.
Just to kind of make it comfortable. Like, do you imbibe, right? You can have a couple
Oh,
drinks first.
Yeah, I do. I mean, my wife drinks, but she doesn't smoke. I smoke.
Okay, cool. Do I need to reach out to her? Do we need to coordinate anything? Do you want me to?
Not yet, I would say. But, let's like I said, let's get this a little further down the road.
And just so we're clear, are you usually safe with this, or you like to go, I mean, I hope you're STI free and everything like that, and I'll believe what you say, but generally, like, what do you usually do?
Well, we know protection. Yeah, got it.
Okay, good. That's
Okay,
what
and you have some.
Yeah, I can
Don't
hand
be
some rubbers.
silly,
Yeah.
Vic.
Well, 'cause
you
you
have so many.
No.
The whole drawer upstairs.
I'm not trying to be cheap or anything.
Well, it could be worth it. Are we going to see pictures of your wife?
Oh, yeah.
Because I feel like this is really important as well, because you're super attractive.
I think I'd maybe see both you in person. I'll show you some pics of her. I mean, I got her on my phone, but just like I said, it's the internet. I mean, you sound legit, but I necessarily don't want to start screaming pics out there out before I really know what's going on.
Understood. Okay, because we were just confused because I thought it was just going to be you and I was going to be kind of a voyeur.
Like I said, for the website and stuff, it's easier with just me.
James, so you've done this before?
Oh yeah.
Hang on a second. Chrissy, you didn't even recognize your own wife's voice.
What is going on? Hello?
Holy crap, James.
From the app. You got a whole
James,
party
you're
happening
on the
already.
Rule and Ryan show. You're on KRBE right now. That was not Vic and Valerie. That was Special K and Sam. You heard Rulo's voice. You're hearing my voice. And you just said something about your own wife. You didn't recognize her voice.
James,
No,
I
just-
can't believe
I'm hearing too many
right now.
voices.
You need to shut the up right now. Just shut the up. Don't say another word. You have
What is
no
going
idea
on?
how much you've disgraced my name, your name. You have no idea how messed up your life's going to be.
At least he didn't share any pictures of you, is what I'm saying.
Yet.
I gotta go. I can't do this right now.
No, I haven't. I just said that for them. I'm trying. But this is my like I said. I wanted to try this, but I'm not drag her in until I could get her on board. Look, I prefer to talk about this with my wife in private. All right, guys?
I just can't trust him anymore. I don't know what to do.
No, she can't. He hung up the phone. She was distraught. And wow. We've had a couple days pass.
And we were really interested in how event plannery Sam was during that call.
Yeah.
Just was trying to
Picture your wife.
coordinate.
Should I bring anything? Should we coordinate snacks?
But it made it
Anyway.
very believable to him.
Oh, for sure. So let's check back in with Chrissy and see how it's been these last couple of days. We thank her so much for getting back in touch with us. Good morning, Chrissy.
Hey, good morning, guys.
All right, Chrissy,
Hey,
that was a heck of a revelation. What happened after that phone call?
Well, roses, jewelry, anything and everything he tried to throw at me. He tried to backtrack. And an hour hasn't even gone by since hasn't been just trying to beg and reckon.
And I think this is something that he's been trying to do.
Is he denying that he was actually trying to do that, like saying it was still just a fantasy?
Or first time, or...
Oh, yeah. This was his first time. He swore by it. He swears on his dad's grave, his future kids, all of it. And it was just too good. He was too good at it. And there wasn't enough remorse. I mean, you can't buy your way out of it.
Well, Valerie and Vic are here also. They were very curious to know what happened.
Right.
How do you guys feel
I'm
after
so
playing those
sorry.
parts? I mean, you guys had to, and you were really good at it, both of you.
Thank you.
Uh-oh.
We're professionals. No, I mean, of course, obviously we feel awful for you. That wasn't our intention, but we also wanted to get you answers. And so I'm sorry that you're having to go through this.
And it's only been a few days, Valerie, so you said there hasn't been an hour that's gone by that he hasn't tried to beg you back. Is he begging you back in the sense of, forget I even brought it up, I never want that anyway in my life? Or because, some people, when they make a choice, they're like, okay, well, sorry, I'll take it back. I don't want that anyway. I just want you.
Yeah.
Or is he more like, I'm begging you back. I'm sorry I tried that.
It feels that way because he keeps bringing up it was a joke, but wouldn't that be awesome? You know
That
what
was
I
no
mean?
joke.
Like,
He can't have it both ways, so he's saying it's a joke, but yet he'd be into it.
Right.
How have you, are you staying with him?
No. I'm with my sister right now. I'm at my sister's. She has a bunch of kids, so my mind is completely preoccupied. Luckily, I want a relationship where I'm enough, and this definitely was not it. I honestly thank you guys to help me get to this point because it's before kids. It's before, anything.
So you're actually, in your mind, you're starting to think that there's no way that you could salvage this relationship, this marriage.
No, absolutely not. When I walked down the aisle marrying James, I wouldn't have thought for the life of me that this would have been our future or even something that he would have even thought to bring into our relationship. So that being said, absolutely not. I will not be giving him a second chance or
Good for you.
furthering this.
You know what you want, and he wants something completely different, apparently.
Yeah, not in my cards.
Okay, well, Chrissy, sounds like you definitely have your mind made up. I really appreciate you taking the time to call us back.
Well, I appreciate you guys. I do.
That was a big one.
Yeah,
I know you were so nervous. And
Oh, man.
yeah, like Sam said, we thank them for standing in as that couple that was going to get answers from him. And
We got answers.
yeah, we sure did. So just take care of yourself and surround yourself with the people that love and support you. And hopefully you come out of this okay and you're on to bigger and better things in your future. I'm so sorry.
Thank you so much. That really means a lot. I appreciate it.
All right. We wish you the best of luck. Y'all, I can tell you the impact of Rule and Ryan's Roses can be felt everywhere. Saturday night, I was in New York City. I went to go see the final Kiss concert of all time, which was so much fun.
And what they announced,
it is the final.
They're not done yet.
No, what they announced
They're
is
regenerating themselves into computers.
Yeah, they're basically going to do what ABBA did, the hologram 3D tour eventually. It won't be
They'll
them.
still suck you for money.
Yeah, of course they will. But that's not the point. The point is that I ran into listeners that were actually wanting to know about this. And I also ran into listeners, they actually were from Houston, but now they live in Miami and they listen to us online. And that's something I want to bring up. You can actually take us anywhere you want.
Little party in your pocket.
Yeah.
Download the
As
app.
you like to put it.
You can hear us all over the world. Of course, you can tell your smart speakers to find us as well. So these are the days now where you can live anywhere and still have a little piece of home. And we have a lot of listeners who have never lived in Houston.
Yeah.
They just found us, and they're Rule and Ryan Show fans, and we really appreciate them. So thank you for
That was
wherever
what was
you're
so
listening.
weird because I was there and I met one of my childhood friends. I'm talking like from when I was 7 years old, from the small town in Pennsylvania I grew up in. And he's like, well, why are all these people talking to you? And I said, because we got listeners worldwide. And he had no idea. Now he's checking it out. And I think once you hear Roses, you're hooked.
So Rule and Ryan's Roses happens every Thursday at 7 o'clock. If you want to be part of it, go to krbe.com, and we can get you some help right there. Trans-Siberian Orchestra. Okay, so $100 million off of just one streaming service. That is a lot of money, but think of how many hits you have to have to generate that kind of cash.
I can only think of one artist that could do that.
Well, Miley Cyrus, we just played Flowers, and she was one of the top streaming songs of the year, but it wasn't enough to get her $100 million. Taylor Swift has made $100 million off of the Eras Tour in the theaters. She's made $100 million off of her tour.
Wow.
And she's made $100 million off of Spotify this year. That's insanity. Yeah, she has racked up 38.3 billion streams on platforms outside of Spotify.
That's crazy.
And she made 100 million just on Spotify. She became the first artist in history to have 5 albums in the top 10 at the same time because of her Taylor's versions that she released. 1989, Speak Now, Love, all that stuff, Midnight, all of that. Folklore, Lover, Midnights, Speak Now, and 1989 Taylor's version. All of those were in the top 10 at the same time.
Oh my God.
Well, our fans are fans. I mean,
Unbelievable.
they're going to go out and buy anything that she puts out.
I mean, this is why universities are doing classes on the business of Taylor Swift, because no other artist, even I saw a clip of the Kelly Clarkson show with Dionne Warwick. Dionne Warwick was honored by she was one of the honorees at the Kennedy Center, and that's why she had her on. And Dionne Warwick even said, like, what a genius it is for Taylor Swift to fight back on her own songwriting, because once you write the song and you own it, you can record it as many times as you want. And so when her albums got sold and she didn't like it, she was like, fine, I'll just record it again. And I don't know if other artists could pull off the same kind of sales.
No, because she's got the
of
clout. She has the clout that other artists don't.
Well, it's not even the clout. It's the fan base. Your fan base. I mean, Ryan, you
That's what I'm
love Kiss
saying.
so much. If Kiss re-recorded every single album they had because they want their older voice or they want their new voice or they want whatever, would you rebuy every single album?
They actually did do their greatest hits like that. Because
But I mean,
the old
every
record label
single
owned
album.
No, I wouldn't buy every single album.
But the
No.
Swifties do.
Probably not.
The Swifties look forward to the next one getting recorded again. The
Even
Taylor
though it's the
version.
same.
It's the same thing.
Although-
and actually, I kind of prefer her younger voice on some songs. I don't know why. I just like You Belong With
You
Me. I
don't
think
like
it's
the
cuter.
modern version?
It's not modern. It's just her older voice. I mean, it's her 30-year-old voice versus her 17-year-old voice.
Yeah, nobody sounds the same.
For You Belong With Me and like for Love Story, you can just hear the youth in her voice. But, for the sake of like, screw you, Scooter Braun.
As big of a fan as you are, I'm going to ask, I want to run a hypothetical because I was thinking about Rula, believe it or not, as
Whoa.
I'm in the front of Madison Square Garden
Tell me
watching
why.
this. I spent so much money because this was my childhood. I wanted to see this. I wanted to be at this final event. And it was ruined because somebody had the worst BO.
Oh,
Oh, not a sign? They didn't have a poster in front of you?
Oh, no, somebody did. Somebody did. And somebody did, and I looked over and I said, I don't like posters.
I like posters.
But, I mean, it was the worst smell I'd ever smelled in my life. And I thought to myself, if
I would
Rula
just
were
freak
at her
out.
favorite
I'd freak
concert,
out.
would she leave? Would she bail? Because, I mean, it was so
No,
bad.
you know what I would do,
It
Ryan
was so
Chase?
bad I couldn't handle it. Like, I
She'd
was going to
spray 'em.
I almost threw up.
Yes, Sam.
I know.
I would spray.
Where's my bell,
You
Kevin?
can't do that to somebody.
Where's my bell?
Not on them. Not on
That
them.
sounds like assaulting
No,
somebody. You
no,
can't
I
spray
wouldn't
'em.
spray on them. It's not assaulting, Ryan. Seriously, punching somebody in the face and spraying Lysol around them is not the same thing.
You
not
just
at all.
spritz around their feet.
Oh,
have them
You
do
can
a
just spray up in the
loopy-loop.
air. Just spray up in the air so your aura cloud smells better
But
than
they,
their rank stank
they
BO.
did something that I think Taylor Swift really pioneered. The bracelets, every single chair in the venue. I think you're going to see a lot of concerts start doing this. Every single seat in Madison Square Garden had a bracelet. You put it on, and it would sync different colors for different songs. So you've got 24,000 people waving their arms around, and it creates like this weird
didn't they do that?
optical
I
illusion.
think
Ryan,
the
this
Super-
is,
the Super
Ryan's
Bowl.
just learning about this. Something's been going on for
I
5
know.
years.
I was saying
like
that I think
BTS
Taylor
did this
Swift-
like
I
in
think Super
the
Bowl did
late
this.
90s.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying I think Taylor Swift is the first one to do it. She pioneered that.
No.
You don't use your flashlight anymore?
No,
On your
because
phone?
I remember
No,
at 2017
no.
Super Bowl we were doing that,
Yeah.
and we
The
did
Olympics
that
had it, right?
Oh yes, the Olympics
Olympics
in
had it.
2004. I went to the closing ceremony
So
in
then-
2004 in Athens, and they had that.
Yeah.
Everybody wore a bracelet, and
Look
it was
at this
synced
new
to the lights.
Kiss is doing unseen things.
I
at their
didn't say they were
concert.
doing. I'm saying I know that
Very
Taylor
good.
did it on the Eras tour, and I'm just thinking like everybody there's got a geo tracker on their wrist now. So when you leave, because everybody takes those
Is it a
things.
geo tracker?
I'm thinking they've got to have
Is like
something.
Irvin,
Is
what
it-
is
are
your
you take
take
that
on
tinfoil hat
Well,
off?
the bracelets
Really?
originally, the origin of the story of these bracelets, they originate from rave culture.
Oh.
It's like all the underground like raves and stuff.
Dude, I
they
used
would,
to go
like-
to
Oh,
raves.
they
Yeah,
would they
and
would
that's where they
have
come
they
from.
would have
Those things.
synced up bracelets at raves.
I don't remember that.
I mean, they might be wearing them, but were they synced to do something, or no? they were
Wait, are
just
you
wearing
talking
them?
about like the friendship bracelets? or
No,
like the
no,
light-up
no,
ones?
no.
no.
The ones that have
The
the
light up.
microchips in them that light up different
Yeah,
colors.
the flash.
Oh,
They're
like
programmed
concert
from
ones.
the concert
Okay,
ones
gotcha.
that are programmed.
Yeah.
Irvin does our digital. You can text him later.
Because basically every
concert,
concert you see.
Oh, you let him go. He gave you
Yeah.
the
So I would like to know now if you've made $100 million 3 different ways in the same year. What's your ATM receipt look like? Like, where's
Well,
all
she's a
that-
billionaire now.
How much of that money is then shuffled in? Like, do you like the one big account that's like, I'm only going to put $100,000 in this one? So when you go get like, I don't know, $200 to say your balance is $99.
In my mind, with her and with all of her fans, I don't know why, just with her, like I put her on this pedestal that I want her to give back. Knowing how much money she
But she
raises.
does.
Does she? Like, is there
Yeah,
like
but
a
I think she's a
certain
quiet give backer.
And that's probably it, which is amazing. I just would love to see more of that in the sense of like,
Oh, she
she's
does a
making all
lot.
this money.
She does a lot.
I
She
feel
does
like
a lot.
we
You know,
never
you bring up a
see
good
it,
point, though, because there are a lot of people, they donate and they don't brag about it. They don't talk about it. But at the same time, you can bring awareness to a particular cause
Right.
by saying, hey, look, I stand behind this.
And
You know,
maybe
this
she
is where
does,
I'm
and I just haven't
sending
seen
my
it.
money.
Taylor?
She does. She does a lot.
Like, what's
you
her
know, let me
like,
tell
main
you.
cause?
Let me tell you. She's got two of them.
Okay.
One of them, she definitely reps her gays, and I'm not a huge fan of her music, but I will tell you, I will never ever insult that woman because she has stood up for us and our people hard. And then she is also about women's rights.
Oh, for sure.
That's true.
For their
That's
body.
True.
There's a thing, Sam, on Netflix.
Okay.
It's called Miss Americana. It's about her, and I saw it last year, but it's been out for a couple of years.
Right.
And there's an entire scene in there that was making its way back on social media that she had to sit with her team and her dad and her mom because she wanted to post on her Twitter about why she was going to vote for a specific person in the state of Tennessee running for office. Because she said that this person is running, saying that she's running for Tennessee and she's what Tennessee stands for. And she goes, I live in Tennessee. That's not what I stand for. And it was like this whole team meeting.
Oh, wow.
That her dad is like, it's not worth it. It's not you. I just fear for you, Taylor. I just fear for your safety. And she goes, guys, I have to do this. I want to do this. I can't just be silent anymore. It's like this whole. She can't just say what she wants without think of all the blowback she would
Absolutely.
get. So it was like
Absolutely.
this huge scene in this thing that's been making its way around about how she has to be really meticulous about how she posts to support things.
Okay.
And she will definitely speak
That
out for
makes
women's
sense.
rights.
And one more thing, she was just single-handedly responsible for the most people signing up, registering to vote in one day.
That's true.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Right, right,
like I
that's
said,
true.
I just couldn't think of certain things that I feel like we just talk about, like the money, and it's like, well, what other things have she
There are
done?
Well, you know,
so
Be-
many
and
people out there
Beyonce
that
is
donate
another-
and they don't really brag about it.
Yeah.
They don't talk
Yeah,
about it.
Beyonce gives tons of money to the Houston area, just alone to the Houston area. By the way, her movie was #1 this weekend, Renaissance. It was not at all supposed to be put up against the numbers that Eras Tour made because they were not looking. They knew they weren't going to get that because it's a different channel. But she got the #1 number in the box office. So good for Beyonce.
Now, here we go. Time for the Rula and Ryan Show on KRBE to tell you what's going down in H-Town.
Okay, so we're just talking. I was out on Friday, so I didn't get a chance to tell you about how the art show that I was doing on that Thursday night. We pretty much had to rebook, so it's going to be this Wednesday because the weather was so horrible. We did have people show up. We stayed there in case people showed up, and we did make some money, but we've got a huge amount of paintings at Art Museum TX in Sugar Land Town Square. This is right next door to the Sugar Land City Hall. So Wednesday night from 6 to 8, come on by. I'm going to be there. We're going to be handing out paintings. You make a donation to Texas Children's Hospital. Go home with an original piece of artwork, and everybody wins. Houston's Little Heroes, because the very next day, on Thursday, we are going to be broadcasting live from Texas Children's Hospital.
Yay. So also don't forget, because we're going to be going live from Texas Children's all day Thursday to raise money for the hospital, Wednesday we're doing Rule and Ryan's Roses at 7 on Wednesday morning.
Yes.
Somebody texted, oh man, the only reason I'm sad you guys are doing it on Wednesday is because that means the next day's not Friday. And when they listen to Roses, they think,
yeah.
yes, tomorrow's Friday. They're like,
Well,
oh, it's another day.
Here's
And
a
then
little
it's
something
Friday.
we're going to do. You're actually going to be able to listen to Roses that Thursday as well. We're going to leave it up online a little bit longer because a lot of people maybe they don't even listen. They just listen to the podcast. So it will be on there. Go to KRB.com. Download the KRBE app.